how are you? We're going to finish this thing off, all right? Okay, let me know if you can hear me. And the plumage really won't be as difficult as you think. It's just a lot of them, and they kind of intersect within each other. So it's not as difficult as you would think. All right. When you look at a photo, you would have to break it apart in pieces. Okay. And really examine it, look at it, and study it, and you go from there. Okay. So what we are going to do is we're going to darken up the area by his beak, underneath his beak, a little bit around the head, just to give it a little bit more depth. It's a little darker, because it's good to see your painting with fresh eyes the next day over. All right, I got to learn to look at this camera when I'm talking to you. So yeah, we'll get right on to it here. All right. Hey, Sonia, we're going to knock this right off. We're going to finish it up today. All right. I got my handy little coffee going here. I got a meeting to go to a little bit later on. So it's about almost 11:45. So we'll be done long ahead of time, because that's basically all we have to do really is the plumage. All right. Okay. Ugh. I want hot coffee, but it's too hot to sip. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to glaze the eye area there, and the beak, a little bit of the beak on the side, just to give it a little bit of roundness. Okay. All right. And I got a angle brush, very tiny one. Okay. It's practically new. I haven't really used it too much at all. Get a little bit of gray going on here. All right. And maybe a little more glycerin. Temperature is pretty good here. We have no snow. We have plenty of rain. It's too warm to snow. It's like in mid-40s. It's way too warm to snow. Okay. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, we'll stop the camera from shaking there. All right, and we'll add a little bit of roundness to the beak here. I know sometimes when you get so close to a painting, you might get a little apprehensive. You don't want to really mess it up. You really won't, because acrylic is a little forgiving. Around here a little bit. Well, bring it out here. So it's a little forgiving. You know, if you don't like it, you can always go back over it again. You know, get a little more glycerin here. It just reactivates the paint. It's fairly warm, so it will dry up a bit. Right up around the eye socket area. Okay. See? Just darken it up a bit. Brings a little bit of that roundness in there. All right. little bit of shading here, just a little bit. Um, we got a little bit of love to put right by his wing there. Not his wing, his neck area. Right up in here, in this area. Just darken it a little bit. It's just gonna bring a little bit of depth and separate that neck muscle. Just like that. You don't need too much with a white bird, okay? Not too much. I could put a little bit of love. Now this is more artistic license here than anything else. And I'm gonna put a little bit of love down below where the bird's breast there. It's just to emphasize a little roundness, that's all. And once again, if you feel it's too much or you don't like it, you can always get rid of it. I won't need to. A lot of this is going to be covered with the plumage, but still, in between all that darkness, in between all that light, rather, you still want to get a little bit of depth in there. Just a little bit of a shadow there. All right, of course, you guys didn't see that because I zoomed in, but you'll see when I bring it down a little bit. Because we're not going to be concentrated on his head. We're going to go right down here and let's pull back a little. And we'll level it off a little bit and we'll move it here. Okay. I also added a little bit of fuzziness here. Okay. The reflection of the water. All right. Which you don't, well, yeah, you do see it because I see it. I put little cheat sheet guides here to where the feathers caress the water, or so you know where the water surface is. That's very important because for the reflection, which is going the opposite way, you got to do the same reflections. Okay. You're not seeing it. What is it that you're not? Oh, I know what you said. I know what you meant. You meant down here. Yeah, that was my fault. My bad. But all I did was just tighten up, add a little depth underneath the bread basket here, or his gut. All right. It might be, no, it's his stomach there. The side view of his gut there. All right. All right. As I'm looking at it here, I think, I mean, I could do that, make it a little darker in there. Let's bring it back up a bit. Let me show you something. I don't have to adjust it. Right about there is fine. This can be a little darker. It can be a little deeper. This is just me, okay, as I'm looking at it overall before I do the final step. If you have any adjustments, or you find that you need to do any adjustments real quick, this is the time to do it before I go on to the plumage. Once again, the plumage really won't take necessarily too long, okay. I just want to make sure I got this right. Just under here, in this area here, it can be a little deeper. And I can rub the glycerin around a bit. I can feather it lightly. I can wipe the rest off and just feather it. See, it surrounds his neck here, but I can just gently rub that out of there, like so. It just highlights his neck a little bit more. Okay. And basically what I'm looking for as far as that's concerned. Okay. I think we're good there. All right, now let's get right down to business. I'm going to use this thin brush. The plumage. He's got these feathers that are very stiff, um, like thin tubes, like straw. Okay. He's got a number of them, and they're bright white, straight white. Okay. Some of them touch the water, some of them don't. All right. Now is up to interpretation in pure titanium white. Now this is an angled brush, so I can pretty much probably get away with some nice angles with the brush. And we're gonna start doing, I would like to do, we'll start it over here. I would like to do his curves. But before I do that, let's take, let's take a script liner. I would, if I feel comfortable doing it with a script liner first. I'll get some white here. I'm mixing it with water. I'm gonna really coat this with paint. Yes, exactly. Titanium white will cover death. I'm gonna come here and we're gonna make the letter C like that. Just like that. Like I say, I got little cheat sheets, little marks where some of these some of these feathers are going feathers. Jeez. The glycerin, believe it or not, the glycerin is still wet because I just put a palm. Got a print on my palm. Okay, still wet. All right. Now these are the ones that are actually touching the water. Okay, he got two going in the other direction, and I'm looking where to place them. And it has to be bright white. So I'll be going over this a few times. I don't want none of that green showing through. Just like this, touching, just like so. All right. And here we go. Now I don't need glycerin for this white. I don't want it to be transparent. I want it to be very opaque. When you start to do something so delicate, don't get overly nervous. You got to go for what you know. All right. Well, here we go. I know where it pretty much starts at. And you have it meet. And you're going to do this repeatedly. Okay. And we'll start adding some things with it. I will be going over some of these a few times. So you want it to be bright white, and you want it to really stick out. I'll be doing the main ones, and then we're going to go on from there, because he has a series of very fine lines going all over the place. Okay. And they crisscross each other. All right. And I'll show you. Like, say if I have one right about here, I'll go this way. I take one and it kind of crosses into the others like so. All right, so you do have them crossing into each other. You got another one. Let's go this way, right from here. It comes across, and it meets that fella there. Now, in case some of this picks up the other color, don't worry, go back over it again. Okay, all you gotta do really is just go over it. As the paint dries, obviously it's not as bright. Go over it again. These have to be thick, and you'll see in a second why. Just like that. And we're gonna keep moving. We're gonna keep going around. Because some of these meet there, some of them do not. We're gonna come around here. Nothing but titanium white. You just need that thick paint. And he has a lot of them, this fella. I'm only doing the ones right now that will meet in the water. He has plenty more, and we're gonna do them. Hello, William Jackson. How are you, sir? I love it when Sonya catches my lisp in action. It's kind of humorous. I take it you're at work, Sonya? Okay. You guys think this is it? It is not it. Trust me. We're going to be using a one of my favorite brushes. I'm getting some of the main thicker guys in there that require this brush. Okay. Things are going to get very interesting in a second. So remember, these have to remain very, very bright. It has to really stick out. Okay. I'm going to use one of my this one will do perfectly fine. Using my fox hair brushes. And yes, it came from China. You can see the lettering there. And I did get them. And yes, you're gonna need plenty of water. But you also need, once again, you need this to be super bright white, no black or anything added in this, all titanium white. And then we're going to add the other There's plenty of them. They intersect each other going the other way. Bright white. You'll be doing this a number of times. And if something you really cannot rush, don't do that. Don't rush it. It might appear like I'm rushing it, but I'm not. Once you get into the groove of this thing, it kind of happens. It's going to get real interesting in a few seconds. Now let's go to the bottom in the reflection, the water. Okay. Because you're going to get a few of these that are going to meet each other. I'm going to do, it seems like not do it the wrong way here. Let me think here. Okay. And it curves and meets. You got to go the opposite way. They meet just like that. I'm doing the ones that meet. And the only ones I'm really concerned about right now is the ones that meet each other. Don't blame Fatima, huh? Wow. You would be great in government. Boy, you passed that buck in record time. Record time. Awesome. Get them to cross each other. Not all of them will meet. They will cross. Each other. I'm going to emphasize those water lines. Okay. Now remember, as it dries, some of that brightness does go away. You just paint over that. It becomes brighter as you do so. Just like that. No politics. Now I have my choice. I can take a rake brush, to which I most likely will, if I can find her. If I don't have the rake brush, I'll use one of these. I can't find my rake brush, but that's okay. All right, this bird has a lot of very fine hairs that intersect and cross each other. Okay, the fun part. They're very fine, and you're gonna be doing a lot of wispy motions to get this really fishy net look to all of this. Okay, and you're just going to use the tip of the fan brush. I'm not going to dip the fan brush in any water. This is what you would call your bravery test. Okay. I'm wiping a lot of it off. Very fine. Okay. We're going to start with this one. Very fine. I'm not going to press too hard. And it's very wispy. Just like this. Very wispy. I'm going to go into what I've spread apart. And they flow like that. Very fine. And you'll just keep at it. I'll get a little water. And you want to use just the tip of the brush to do this. And you concentrate. They're very, very fine. And they don't go all in the same direction. Some of them are going slightly downward in the other direction. Here, I'll show it to you. Very fine. Have them crisscross each other. Very fine. Keep going at it. Keep doing it. Don't get frustrated. Don't get agitated. Just keep going. I'm gonna come over here on the other side, on the far side. You got some really slender ones. A little touch of water. And once again, it's just wisping hairs. And go down the other way. You'll get it. You will get it. They all have a certain path, each one of these. And you just keep going at it. Keep doing it. You crisscross the other way. Keep doing it. Keep at it. Keep doing it. Get that out of there. You get little sniglets, little boogers sneaking up in there. It is spiderweb fine, definitely. Get some stray guys going here like that. Come up here. Add some of them up in here. The key to it is that you do them where you can see them, but you can still see the feathers, the cartilage that they're attaching to. Okay, just keep working at it. Keep working at it. Keep going. Go here in the water. You're gonna do the same thing here in the water. And when you crisscross them in the water like this, you go in the opposite direction with some of these. Some water. You don't want them too thick. Paint them very fine. Keep going with it. It's like still like a pattern. You crisscross them. Keep working at it. And the key to some of this is you're making it really phase and blend the bulk of his body out in the water here. So there's no real fine defining line because of all of the feathers doing all of this. You just keep working at it, keep going. So I'm looking at it as I'm doing it. And once again, around the tail area here, I'm going to phase some of that out with stronger white. You got to give the appearance of thousands of feathers. So it's going to fade some of that out. Go over it with some stronger white in spots. And so the fishnet thing, really trying to emphasize that. We can make this stronger, like that. Well, here, I'm gonna take a script liner now and put some stronger white lines in there. We'll use the script liner for it. Get some water, put it in there. And we'll emphasize these guys a little bit more. Some of the stronger cartilage, you really emphasize those. Once again, once you get into the flow of doing these, you'll see. And I'm just going over what I've already painted. Yeah, yep. When you lift up, it brings it to a point. Okay. And it just takes practice to do it. I'm doing it. I'm so used to it, I do it without thinking. But yes, when you go, you put the brush down there and you lift it up. You just lift up like an airplane lifting off the ground, how smooth it is. And when you do that with a fine tip brush, it'll taper off and come to a point all by its lonesome. Okay. All you're doing is really guiding your brush. That's all. And when I want the paint a little more opaque, I just use more of the paint than water. I tend to load the brush pretty good. I don't press too hard with it. And I'll take some, make some more distinct, finer lines. Go the other way. Because I want it to be white. I really don't want it to pick up the green or anything else. The glycerin still has wet. So you'll be going over it a few times. I do crisscross them. Come up out here right off the tape. Just keep doing it. Once again, I'm going to emphasize the water line there, where the feathers are going across the water, which is fairly flat. It just tracks your eyes. You know where the surface of the water is. You follow me? You just keep on going. Curve some of these fellows inward. But that fine mesh like look is what you're looking for. Make sure you dip into water, not your glycerin. Come on the other side, add some of that love in the water there. I'm glancing at the picture as I'm doing this, the photograph. Pretty neat looking fellow. Come back up, re-emphasize some of that stronger white. Now I'm about to cheat one more time. Yes, I'm using an acrylic paint marker. hopefully my head isn't in the way. This paint marker will work. It does its trick. So really micro fine lines, you put them in there. I can use a thicker one also. And I'm just emphasizing now the water itself. Almost little circular patterns. Just a guide for the wake of the water. You put it around the feathers there, just like this. Come on across. And you can get away with this because it will just show you where the water is. There we go. You're welcome. That's what I'm looking for. Exaggerate some. Go right into the feathers here on the bottom where it's underneath. And it adds to the movement. This is the fun part. It gives you a little bit of movement that you know that there's something living, playing around in there. I like that. That's cool. That's cool. Let's put this back. Still staring at it, still looking at it, still looking at it. Let's sit up here. We'll bring it back. Let's see how exaggerated it looks here. I'm going to put it here and then straighten it for you guys. Now, how it appears on camera, a little different. Let's put it this way, it's more even that way. I don't think getting above the border of my name, we should be good. Okay. All right. See, now that it's further back and you can check it out, you see how it's fuzzed out here. Still looks like water. We got our little firefly things going on. Okay. And you'll know where the plane of the water is. Yeah, the actual plumage itself, a whole lot of fine lines that kind of blur out all of this stuff, like it did in, well, more so in the water. Okay. Yeah, pretty much how she goes. All right. Now that I've done it, and now we know what bright white is compared to everything else, now I can do a little fine tuning with his head. This is just peeny ante stuff. Then we'll do it, get more glaze here. A little touch of black. Pop it in there. I can just actually just glaze the black on, because once again, if I don't like it, I can just wipe it away. So I'll just use black with the glaze. I'm going back underneath his eye and beak here to make it a little darker under here. Fade it out like that. Go over his eye. Just like that, circular motion up here. Feather it out. Like that. Right up under here. I want it a little deeper so I can separate that wing fold right in there. Like that. Oh, Doris is doing her thing, which is cool because I'll be signing off pretty soon, because we're just about pretty much finished with this. I'm gonna take my brush. I'm gonna pat some lighter areas around his back, right up around here. So I know Doris is doing her thing. I know some of you are interested in pores, and go for it. You tell Doris I said hello. I'll be there to wave hi soon. And right now, I'm just brightening up some of the areas on the bird's back because it needs to be a little brighter. And I'm just patting the color on there. Okay. Circular movement. Circular movement because it gets rid of the streaks. Okay. Yeah. I'm not, hey, if you guys want to go see Doris, hey, that's all good. I mean, a lot of people like to see me do stuff live, but it will always be here. I'm not going to get rid of it. And some of you are, really want to see her do the pouring. So go for it. I won't be mad at you. Like I say, I'm going to be there, over there myself, saying hello. And I really don't announce when I'm going to be on. I can tell you the day, but I don't know the time. It's raining out here, and like I say, I got an hour left before I have to get out of here. So it's all good. It's all good, baby. And it's just pure titanium white. Pure titanium white. I can wipe off my brush and have to get towards where the feathers are. Fade it out a little bit. Like I say, this is just little stuff here. Just add some highlights. Thank you, Fatima. Even though I did this, once again, I forgot somebody was interested in this thing. I think she's asleep. I think she lives in another country. But I'll see if she still wants this or not. He wants to buy this anyway. I'm not much up in animal painter, but when I do, because you really got to take your time with doing animal pictures. Okay, you really do take your time. You can't really half do animal porches and stuff. Don't do that. If you're gonna do them, go all out and do them right. What is this thing in 16, 18 by 20, something like that? I do have a frame that could show you what it would look like framed up. I used to have a black one. I got this big white one here. No, I do have a black one. All right. I guess I can do that. But let's take the tape off. I think we're done. Let me change the screen. Let's make this disappear. You're not going to see my face. All right, when I switch the screen over. There we go. All right, that is what she looks like. Let's tighten that up. Let's peel the tape off. See what we got here. One of the good things about canvas and canvas boards, you can really take this tape off. You don't have to be really too careful. You still got to follow the rule, pull it in the opposite direction. I do have a much thicker border than what I'm accustomed to putting on here. Why, I don't know, but I decided to put the 1-inch border around it. Something I don't normally do. I usually do a 1/2 inch. For this one, I don't know why I did the 1-inch border, but I did. Okay. Yeah, that's what she looks like. Let's see if I can do this. Let's bring this out some more. The reason why I'm bringing it out this far is, let's bring it up a little bit here. Bring it downward. I'll focus it again. The further I bring it out, the more I have to focus it. It's a touch screen, it'll do it. Okay, let's put these down here. I usually would show you what it looks like in a frame, 2 different colors. That's the reason why I bought these freaking things. Okay. Oh man, I have to take the cardboard off this demon. Yeah, I'll do it that way. I don't even know why I have the cardboard on here, but we got a little time. Like I say, if you guys want to see Doris, go for it. Just pull back these tabs. I got a black frame. I got a white frame. The things tend to look a wee bit different when they're shown in its frame. Put this cardboard right here. All right, this is the white frame. Let's see if we can do this without scratching up anything. And hopefully you guys should see it here. But that's what it looks like in a white frame. All right. Even with this 1-inch border. All right. I'm gonna adjust it so it looks decent. Looks level anyway. I have to go more this way. Because I know that my name will cover some of this. Something like that. But it's good if I'll get it. But that's what it looks like with a white frame. Okay. And it will actually fit in here. Okay. All right. Let's put this down here. And I'll show you what it looks like with a black frame here. I forgot that I got a giant sheet of that see-through paper. Okay, let's pick that up. Didn't mean for you to fall over. This one here, this frame here, I've had for, God, I don't know how long. I really should just take the cardboard off of this thing, off the back of this. I'm trying to think. I had a reason why I had this cardboard on here. Let's peel this off. I'm not going to use it as a permanent frame for anything. I've dropped it and beat it up and it's taped. I got the corners taped up. I had this for a number of years. I don't need the tape on it, so we need to get the backboard off of this though. Okay. Oh, I got the backboard sealed. No wonder it didn't come off. Okay, buddy, come on. Oh, I didn't know I did that to it. Oh. Well, I meant for it never to come off, didn't I? But it needs to come off. Yeah, I dropped this thing so many times, it's just embarrassing. Okay. I think it pops off. I can just slide it right off of here. There we go. I won't put the backings back on this. I'm gonna have to cut this off though with an X-Acto knife. Anyway, with a black frame, it will look somewhat like, oh, this is an 11x17 frame, that's why. Anyway, with a black frame, she would look like this. Kind of probably hard to see. There we go. Come on back. It's my rain that does that. But anyway, with a black frame, it looks like that. All right. So, you know, you can make your own choice of which one you would like, which one you like better, with a white frame or black frame. I'm impartial. It could be either one. Either one. So, you like the black? Well, Fatima, thank you. I enjoyed doing it. It was fun to do. But once again, minimalist painting. I think we spent more time really with the background and foreground, the water, than we actually did with the bird. Okay. Now, once I varnish, because you can see that the glycerin is pretty much right here. But once I varnish it, you're not going to tell. It's all going to be glossed up. So I will, well, you guys know the deal. I'll take a photo of it. It'll be on Instagram. It'll be on Facebook, Instagram. I got to make a thumbnail. You guys know the deal. So, yeah. But I appreciate the photo, Fatima. Thank you very much. And we'll see if, what's her name, wants to still purchase this. Like I say, she's in another country. And she'll get a hold of me. Or I'll get a hold of her. Yeah. All right. Let's go watch Doris. I shall see you guys when I see you. No problem, Fatima. Like I say, if the person doesn't want it, it'll be up for grabs. I'll announce it. I don't really paint them to keep them here in the house. I paint them to get rid of them. So, but it was nice, and I'll take a pretty decent photo of it. Until next time, thank you very much, and I shall see you when I see you. Peace.